The great benefit of putting your application on the Windows Store is that you can expose yourself to a user base that you might not already are signed up to your service. So here, what Sage 50 Accounts Pulse that used to be in the Windows Store used to do was they would come into a screen looking like this, and there's a number of different things that users can actually do on this page. So as you can see, it gives them those three reasons as to why they should use this application. So it would obviously require Sage's 50 accounts. So if you don't have that, you would need to buy it. It tells you who it's ideal for. It's ideal for business decision makers, and it adds the value proposition that no accounts experience is needed because it's that user friendly. You can see here if I wanted to sign up for a Sage Passport, it launches, if I had my internet working, the IE screen. And you can see here as well, I would be able to sign into the application. I could phone the helpline for a bit of assistance, maybe ask some questions. But the thing that I'm quite interested in showing here is that we have a demo mode. When I go into demo mode, you can see that it takes you to what we call our hub screen. So it's surfacing that information and the information that might be important as a quick snapshot for the user. So we compared this to a magazine front cover where you can see what the type of information that the application has. So first of all, you can see I've got customers, I've got suppliers, I've got some bank information, and I've got some profits and loss information. If I scroll back here, you can see that they've also used typography and colors in order to make the application much more kind of design friendly. So if I tap into customers overdue, this will take me to a list of customers who owe me money. I can see all the customers. I can tap across, it gives me that visual feedback to see within terms, so I always know whereabouts I am within the application. Now I can see here I've got 11 people that are overdue, so I might want to have a look at this particular area, and because there might be certain customers that always pay that are overdue, I might want to have a little look into their information. Here I can see I'm on the business exhibitions detail page, and as I scroll across, you can see it's very spreadsheet orientated, but because of the way that they've tied it into the branding, they've got rid of all that chrome of lines. It does look quite beautiful for a line of business application, and I can scroll down to see all the activity, and I can scroll across. I might want to back up now. I could then select a number of customers. You can see that when I started to make that selection, the app bar was automatically invoked. So it's showing me I can either do one of two things. I could clear that selection, or I can watch it. So if I put the star, you can now see that the star appears on the different tiles to indicate that these are the customers that I want to watch. So now if I go back to my home hub screen, you can now see that that box is now full of the three customers that I am watching. So again, it's given me the ability to surface that information at the very sort of top end, and I think this links in really well with your application when you're thinking and considering around clients. And the same thing you can do with suppliers. Now if I go across here, I can look at some of the information regarding some of the banks, and what's in green, what's in red, and then there's also a profit and loss here, and you can see I've got the information for year to date, but if I also tap on last month, you can now see that the information on the right hand side is actually adapting as I sort of tap, and it's very easy in order to manipulate the information in front of me.